You might be wondering, why is Prismatic Evolution selling out so quickly? Why is it that you can never find it no matter where you go for at least MSRP? Obviously, there are other places like maybe eBay or, other websites that sell it for double or triple MSRP. But regardless, why is it so scarce? Why can you never find it for MSRP? Is it perhaps the Pokemon company? Are they the ones who are not printing enough? Is it the scalpers' fault who are buying up everything with the bots? Is it game stores or LGSs who are not selling enough of it? What is the actual problem? So if you've been watching my channel for a little while, you would understand that I often bring up distributors. I personally believe that distributors hold a lot of power than a lot of people like to let on. I've seen tons of videos by kind of popular content creators talking about how their allocations from their distributors are so little, like it's 1/10 of what they ordered. And then they like to say, oh, well, that means Pokemon is not printing enough of this. Oh, that is the reason why. Bro, this is a very scarce set. It's not going to be available. And although that is not incorrect, and it is very scarce, I personally believe a lot of people are not highlighting the actual issue, the actual cause for this scarcity, and that is simply distributors. Distributors are the ones cutting back how much they give to other people, and it's not because they don't have enough, it's because they want to make more money. Distributors have a lot more power than a lot of people like to, say. The reason why I become so passionate and very adamant about this topic is because I'm seeing almost like a lack of understanding of how this comes to be. What is the problem? A lot of people like to blame scalpers, resellers, and bots, and although they are not technically wrong, that is a complete big issue, 100 billion%, and I'll be the first one to say it is. But if you go a little bit higher on that chain, I think distributors have way more power than a lot of people are recognizing. As I said in my last video, if distributors cut back their supply or even raise their prices, that causes game stores, LGSs, to then cut down their supply and raise their prices. And at the very end, you, the customer, are now paying these crazy, way more inflated prices than what you normally would have. And today when I woke up this morning, I saw one of my friends post something that a very reputable and reliable store had posted. And I thought what he said was very interesting. And to be honest, it is kind of like the very first time a kind of reputable seller has even spoke about this. So I kind of want to highlight it right now. Before we get into the drama though, I would like to say that this video is sponsored by Card Prison, which is my company. So I'm sponsoring myself. The cool thing about sponsoring yourself is that it costs no money. Pretty neat, huh? Yesterday was the official launch of the Card Prison 2.0 binders. Oh, look at that. But I know what you're thinking. Oh, another binder company. I haven't heard this before. But what if I told you you're looking at two binders in one? This binder is the only one on the market that not only fits regular sleeve cards, but top-loaded ones as well. But wait, there's more. Not only does it have utility, it has class. Boasting a very luxurious and soft matty texture, you won't be able to stop touching this binder. Pause, I guess. Oh, also, did I mention that the whole zipper is frickin' metal? Oh yeah. If you want to get your very own Card Prison binder, make sure to go to cardprison.com. That is cardprison.com. Furthermore, for 10% off your whole entire order, wink, please use one of these coupon codes to support your very favorite Pokemon creator. Back to the drama. This is by Beckett Castle TCG. This shit pisses me off to no end and will not fly with us. This is an extremely high demand product. It is short printed and distributors are holding on to record amounts to sell for more or to bundle with shit products after release. It's not bots, it's not X, Y, or Z, it's supply and demand is easily 1,000 times supply. Some distributors we would normally get 100 ETB cases from are giving us one case. One case. LCS have been through this before, so we are good at stopping bots. It's not bots. So yes, it will go insanely quick when it's selling at MSRP. more than half the market on just demand alone. Enough with the comments, enough with the DMs. Give your feedback to Pokemon while we give our feedback to our distributors. Support those rare stores who sell at MSRP, and don't support the scalpers charging 3 times the price. And the comment that he was highlighting was this one. This was more than a joke. I refreshed the page right after 10 a.m. Central and nothing loaded. I kept doing so for 15 to 20 seconds. Finally, 3 Prismatic Evolution products loaded, and one was already sold out, the ETB. I don't know how it was released as sold out, but pretty disappointing. Now, one thing that I will kind of slightly disagree on is that I don't really believe it is short printed by the definition. I just believe that demand has increased so much, and it's also a culmination of distributors not giving enough supply. And if you honestly think that the prices or the availability of Prismatic Evolutions would have not changed if distributors simply gave the product more fairly, then I'll be honest, I think you're a bit acoustic. I feel like it's a culmination of a lot of things, but I think it goes beyond the simple fact of, oh, it's bots, oh, it's scalpers. Sure, it's an issue, but if you really go up on the chain, distributors are actually holding a lot of power than a lot of people think. And the game stores that you're supporting that automatically get sold out, it's not their fault. They're also a victim to the scarcity of this set. So I think it's slightly unfair to blame your game stores who are simply trying to make money or just trying to even get by. If your game store, LGS, LCS, whatever you like to call it, is selling product for MSRP, I think that is very, very ballsy because they could easily upcharge more than they have, to be honest. And again, they just don't have the supply. A lot of distributors are just holding back what they have so they can, profit later down the road, which is a very common tactic, and I've shared how it works before, but it's not the game store's fault. It's not their fault at all. I also think that maybe Pokemon, probably could have even printed even more. But at the end of the day, we live in a very unbalanced world, and things are just not going to go perfectly every single time. I think there will be a lot more availabilities down the road. Of course, there is always availabilities down the road, so I wouldn't worry too much about, you won't be able to get Prismatic Evolutions ever again. I don't think that's the case. I think you will have your chances, so just calm down. It's gonna be all right. But again, the reason why I kind of wanted to make this video is I feel like there's a lot of misinformation of what the problem actually is. Again, I think bots are a little bit of the problem. I think scalpers are a little bit of the problem. But I think the way bigger problems are the ones at the very, very top of the supply chain. Pokemon and the distributors, they dictate how much a Pokemon set is pretty much going to be worth and how much the supply is. And of course, another component to that is that we're experiencing massive demand. Imagine if Ninja got a low taper face. So all those 3 things kind of work in tandem. It depends on how much Pokemon prints. It depends on how much distributors are giving to other people and their customers. And it also depends on how much demand is funneling inside of the hobby. But anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you later, weebs. でもそんなんじゃダメもうそんなんじゃほら心は進化